Hey Scorpio, welcome to your 2021 read for June. I think I had to say the 2021 first because I lost the month we were in. Yeah, it's definitely June, folks. So welcome to the Scorpio read for June 2021, and also welcome any newcomers. New energy, always appreciated. So thank you for stopping by. Right, for the old watchers, a bit of a new format. I've shuffled the cards, and now I'm just going to take out a couple of oracles just to see what energy we're headed towards for you, Scorpio. We've got time to go, so it's almost like you've come to the end of a cycle and it's time to reevaluate. And if you see in the distance of that card, there's a door through the mist. So it's almost like a mystery coming towards you and a new path. And then we've got to the sea. Now, to the sea represents going with the flow. So it's about being flexible and being perhaps able to change your actions or your appointments or whatever you're doing on that day, turning it on a sixpence and being able to just change what you're going to do at a moment's notice. So this is about, just going with the flow and leaving yourself just nicely loose and able. Certainly in your mind, I think the mind is the bigger obstacle rather than the physical. The mind, when our plans change, it's like, oh my God, really? Now it's changed and I have to do this instead of this, but I have to put that on the back burner. It's about taking those things into consideration before they actually happen, and just say to yourself, do you know what? This is what I'm doing today. If it happens to change, that's okay too. It's about calming it in the mind for yourself. Right, so as I said, I've shuffled and I'm going to take the jumpers as I normally do. I don't like to choose the cards. That's too many, but we've got one to start with. That's the departing energy. I'll lay out all the cards and then I'll start the read, Scorpio. Otherwise it's going to be a bit disjointed if I start doing position by position type thing. Now we've got two that flipped over there. That's interesting. Right, and that's the energy coming in. That's the challenge position. One flipped over, which I'll get in a minute. So what have we got? Okay, that's the advice from Spirit. I'll line those up in a minute. I'm a bit OCD with the cards. And let's go for the outcome position now. Okay, so we've got three there. Nice, nice, nice. So let's just put those down. Bear with me, folks. I know this is really boring, isn't it? But they've got to be straight. Otherwise I feel discombobulated. Right, okay, what's on the bottom? Seven of Swords. Not surprised to see that at all. We've got another seven in the reading here. So Seven of Swords, it's about learning. It's about your understanding, your growth, your learning so far, and thinking about what you've learned and your knowledge and your skills, and asking yourself, do I have what I require to enable me to go forward? Do I have the skills? Do I need to do something to upskill, to up-level myself, to maybe round off what I already do, just to polish off the edges? But it's about taking the skills you have and advancing them to the next level if that's what you need to move forward. So we've got the Three of Pentacles there, which I am going to clarify because it's sort of, I can get the general gist of the read, but I want to know why the Three of Pentacles is there. So I'm just going to take another deck, a different deck. And there's one. And there's two. Wow. Okay. Right, so Three of Pentacles, it's a very physical card. It's very earth-based. So it's about the tangible, what we can see, what we can feel, what we can touch. And it looks like, in clarification of that, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Chariot. So, I mean, it looks like you've had a choice to make and you want to move forward. The Three of Pentacles is here saying you need to think outside the box. And apologies for using that that phrase. It's such an office-based thing. You've got to think outside the box. But it's about changing your perception and the way you look at things, and maybe being a bit more inventive with your next step. But there's your path. There's you weighing up your options. And then you've got the Chariot here. A Chariot is about advancement. It's about going forward. And, you know, as you can see, the person on this Chariot doesn't have any reins. So it's about trusting the path going forward. So he's on this Chariot. It's going gung-ho, but he's not in control of it. So whatever is coming towards you is a bit of a mystery. And I'm not surprised to actually see the Chariot card here under the departing energy, because the energy coming in, guys, you've got the Nine of Swords and the Moon. So the Nine of Swords means you're coming to the end of a cycle. So the Seven of Swords being the overarching and saying, if you take a look at your skills, take a look at what you've got in your toolbox, and if you need to enhance them, then do so, because only you know what you want to do, and what more you need to add to that toolbox in order to propel you forward. So it's worth a think about that, Scorpio. So you're coming to the end of the cycle, and I suspect that's why the Seven is there. It's asking, are you prepared to go forward, you know, on the path that you want to go? Do you have everything you need? It's asking. And if not, you need to implement new things in order to cover what's outstanding. There's your mystery. So you've got the end of the cycle. You know, you've got your Chariot there saying you're going forward, but you've got to trust. And then you've got more mystery coming up. It seems like there's something that you're searching for, that you're trying to achieve, but you can't quite grasp it at the moment. You're sort of on the cusp of crossing the veil, if you like, into clarity, but things are still hidden at the moment. But, you know, the Moon card does signify shining light on something. So whatever it is that you're on the cusp of is going to be revealing itself. So fear not. I think it's really, really exciting, though, because obviously there's a lot of mystery shrouded here. So it's all about faith, trusting yourself, trusting spirit, trusting source, and knowing that they've got your back. But yeah, there's a real mystery theme going on here. And then in your challenge position, we've got the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the Seven of Cups again. It's emotion based. So you've got the emotions, you've got the spirit based Seven here. And again, it's about upskilling. It's about learning, or taking what you have learned and allowing it to hold you in solid stead going forward. We've got the Knight of Pentacles on top of that card, which is an action card. It's right, okay, let's take action, let's move forward with this now. But it's also, the Knight of Pentacles is also the slowest moving knight in the deck. So although you're going to be going forward, it's not going to be with a force, it's going to be measured. Being in the challenge position, it's asking you to be measured. It's asking you to, yeah, absolutely progress, but, you know, slowly catchy monkey. The Chariot here, which was clarifying the Three of Pentacles, is a very fast moving card, and it's a card of trust and allowing things to unfold as they will. However, the Knight of Pentacles is saying the challenge here is not to go gung-ho. It's to take steps forward, but think about them first. Be measured about your approach. So yeah. So challenge, you know, especially when you know, that line, crossing that veil, when the line is shone on whatever this thing is that you're anticipating or wanting to come forward, it's really, really difficult not to go, rah, I'm off. you know, because that's what we all want to do. Certainly I would. I would, well, what do you mean wait? What do you mean think? You know, you just want to go for it. But I think it's a good challenge. Measure yourself. It might save you from burnout as well. I've got that coming in. So try not to do too much too soon. And then we've got, in the advice from Spirit, we've got the choice. We've got a choice here that you've got to make. And in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Two of Swords are crossed over someone's face. So it's about taking the blinkers off. It's about seeing clearly before you make that choice. And that's why I'm really pleased that in your challenge position, the Knight of Discs is here saying go forward, but go at a steadier pace than you want to, than you feel that you want to. This is about, you know, like I said, taking the blinkers off and seeing clearly before you make the choice. And, you know, we do have the moonlight here, that shining light on this mystery. So on top of the moonlight, you're going to need to take your blinkers off so that the real truth is revealed to you. And we've got the Three of Cups on top of that saying, be creative with your choice. You know, don't necessarily go for the run-of-the-mill path, or the run-of-the-mill holiday, or the run-of-the-mill property, or the run-of-the-mill project. Maybe go for something that is a bit more adventurous. You know, think laterally. You know, taking the entire panorama rather than just the immediate horizon. So it's about expanding your vision and being creative with what you do, with the information you get. So in the outcome position, I love the outcome. We've got the Nine of Wands. So there's your current cycle ending, okay? And, you know, it does say time to go, and that's also reduced to a 9, a 45, 4 and a 5 reduces to a 9. So you're definitely coming to the end of the cycle, and no doubt you can see the finish line. And that's what is inspiring you to go forward, but go forward quickly. Don't forget to measure yourself is in the challenge position here. So there's the end of this cycle. That's coming to an end now. And here's your new adventure, the Page of Wands. The pages also bring in messages, so keep your ears open, your eyes open for any messages that are going to come in for you. You know, messages that might change the way you're going to make that choice for your new path. So, yeah, really nice adventure coming in here. And do you know what? The Magician. Major Arcana card here. This is creation card. This is the world is your lobster card. This is your life. Your world could be anything you want it to be, you know. And again, the Magician is a mysterious character. So this whole read is full. It's just full of mystery. And so because you don't know what's around the corner or how things are going to pan out, because it's so laden with mystery, I would take the advice from the Oracle card to the sea and go with the flow. Let it unfold. Enjoy every minute of it, even the anxious minutes of it, because it's an exciting month, Scorpio. But you've got it all. You've got everything you need to succeed. The Magician is here saying so. So it's about frame of mind. It's about attitude. It's about bringing forth the things that you want, the way you'd like your life to be, to bring them forth in the most positive way possible. Really, really beautiful. So yeah, a period of transition, because you are on the cusp of just breaking through to something new. So bear that in mind, and do look out for a message, but things need to be revealed here. You know, the full picture isn't glaring me in the face. It's not saying, oh, it's to do with that, or it could be to do with that. And also it's a general read, so it will mean something different to all of you. But yeah, it's steeped in mystery here, and but the mystery will be revealed, but you need to remain flexible and go with the flow and just let everything unfold in its true time. What's for you will never pass you by, you know what they say. So yeah, really exciting and full of mystery. It's magic here. Let's get an animal oracle to see what they've got to. Wow, that was forceful. We've got one on the table and two that absolutely flew out onto the floor, so bear with me, folks. Here we go. Lovely. Oh yes, oh yes. So we've got this and that are true. You know, and I think, you know, this card has fallen out several times before, and I'm going to say the same thing I always say when it does fall out. If it's a case of you going forward that maybe you feel that others are not being truthful to you, or what they're saying doesn't resonate with your energy, just remember that there's more than one truth. You've got your truth, and that is absolute truth. However, another individual, their truth, although we may not agree with it, is their truth. So it's almost like, you know, the whole world resides in this is true, that is true, and then there's the real truth. And, you know, somewhere in between is going to be the right thing. But you know what? Your truth is your truth. So you can only go by what you feel, and others can only do the same. So if you take that into consideration, you know, it's about accepting differences and the way we look at things differently. And then we've got surrender now, we've got the moth spirit, and you've got to, because you're on the verge of a breakthrough, you're on the cusp of that, you know, revelation. The mystery is going to come to light here, whatever it is, whatever this path is that's coming up for you, that's going to be revealed, it's going to require you to be going with the flow. So surrender now. No time like the present, folks. And then I love the last one. It's the canary spirit, Scorpio. And look at the colour of that bird. And it's saying, sing your own song. And there you go. That's your truth. Sing your truth with your soul voice. Dig deep, connect to source, and sing your song. It's your time. So grab it with both hands. Really, really exciting. Really exciting. So my lovely Scorpios, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a wonderful June, and it's the weekend coming up, so have a great weekend. All my details are in the box below if you need to contact me, and also for Moon Kissed, where I get my wonderful crystals from. If anyone's interested, their details are also below. So it's a wrap, folks. I'm going to leave my love with you and ask you to take care of yourselves and each other. Toodle pip.